Hey everyone, so this is just a quick little video to tell you guys what major I'm going into, the career that I hope to pursue, and my education plans in regards to that major and career. So my name is Justin Graham. I'm 21 years old. I am from Idaho Falls, Idaho, and I am a psychology major. I want to become a marriage and family therapist, which is probably one of the most well-known occupations when it comes to the psychology degree. And a marriage and family therapist simply provides therapy to families, couples, and individuals. Lots of the time, they're dealing with families and problems within that family, couples who have issues in their relationship. They'll speak with children or teenagers or adults about mental illnesses that they're suffering with, such as depression or anxiety. They even sometimes deal with people who suffer from eating disorders, people who have suffered traumatic things in their life. So they kind of deal with a whole lot of issues specific to individuals and families. And this can be done in a variety of settings, whether it's in an office of that therapist, whether it's on the campus of a university such as Brigham Young University, Idaho, and it can also be done at a hospital setting as well, where there are patients that are suffering through things, and they'll have a therapist there to talk with the patient and walk them through that process. The education required for a marriage and family therapist is as follows. So they need a bachelor's degree in psychology or a relating field, such as marriage and family studies, or family science, or sociology, things like that. They also need a master's degree. Something that is super important about giving therapy as a therapist is that master's degree in psychology or sociology or marriage and family studies, something similar to psychology. They then need 2 years of supervised experience under supervision from a higher authority. Just someone who can basically monitor them in the environment of that job and kind of make sure they're doing everything correct, and then check off the box after 2 years and give them full permission to go on their own. It's not required to have a PhD to be a marriage and family therapist, but lots of marriage and family therapists do have a PhD just to add to their resume and to help them in their career. And I would like to pursue that as well. I think it would help me a lot in my career, and I think it would just be beneficial. So my 4-year plan looks a little bit like this. I plan to go to school in the fall and the winter, and in the spring and summer do internships and shadowing. All the yellow classes, or the classes that are highlighted in yellow, are the classes required for my psychology degree. And then the classes in green are required for my minor, which is marriage and family studies. So for the psychology degree, you can see there's classes like performance psychology, cognition, essential human and nat and phys, abnormal psychology, social psychology, lots of things like that. And then for my minor, you got child development, family stress and coping, parenting, marriage, money management, lots of things related specifically to the family. So why psychology? That's a question that lots of people are asked when they tell people that they're going into psychology. They tend to think, oh, just one more person going into psychology. What are they going to do with that degree? So to be honest, I never wanted to go into psychology. I always wanted to be a doctor. I really wanted to be an orthopedic surgeon or an OBGYN until some issues arose in my personal life, in my own family, and my parents ended up getting a divorce when I was 13 years old. And then as I went into high school, I started reflecting back on that experience and seeing how it shaped me and changed me and turned me into the person that I was. And so as I was thinking about what jobs I should consider going into, psychology came up. And I then left to serve a mission for my church, and with the idea in the back of my head, maybe psychology would be a good fit for me. And on my mission, it was confirmed to me, and I received multiple confirmations that going into psychology was the right thing for me, and that being a marriage and family therapist is what I needed to do. So I've stuck with it until now, and it's going great so far. I'm excited for the things that the future presents. So looking at the reasons for why people choose the psychology degree from chapter 13, I noticed that there were two that I kind of shared a common interest with. And they was the first two on the list, which are, I have a very strong interest in the subject matter of psychology, and I want to become a professional psychologist. So I think psychology is interesting. It's not the main reason for going into the degree, but I do think it is interesting. I think it's fascinating learning about it and seeing the way our mind can control and affect our lives. And of course, wanting to become a marriage and family therapist, being a professional psychologist is a must. It's kind of the check off the box. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you guys for watching. I'm super excited about the psychology degree and for the path leading to become a marriage and family therapist. And that's all. So thank you guys for watching.